Heyo, and good evening to Omnibros Live. Let me introduce myself. My name's OmniDog. That's right, I'm a new member. Haven't been on ever before, and I thank the bros for letting me come on to introduce Paul's Previews and Reads. I'm joined by, what's your name again? Comiques Guide and petitioning on for an inhumans omnibus. Right. So there we are, talking about how much we like Lady Meshuggah.
Meshuggah, baby.
Welcome back, everybody. That almost made me as happy as finding out Marvel is officially looking into that acetate cover scandal.
Oh, the art. Oh, yes.
Wait, yeah. What's going on?
That acetate. We posted about it in the Omnibros chat, right? I won't name the.
Yes, but we can't go into detail about it.
Yeah, I'll leave out the names of the people.
Yes.
Okay.
There was a comic book store that had a reprint of Ultimate Fallout 4. Reprint. They stapled, so it has double staples on it now. An acetate cover there was an original acetate cover. They stapled it on, and 750 copies were made. A bunch of influencers that were in it to flip. They're flipping copies.
Exactly what we were talking about.
I understand. People are paying a lot of money.
Oh, you dumb sons of bitches.
And CGC graded this thing with a blue label. It's got 4 staples in it.
So dumb.
Marvel is officially looking into it. People think because they bought a book, they can do whatever they want with it. I think maybe Marvel feels differently. I'm not a spokesman for Marvel, but I'm not naming anybody involved in it. I don't know anybody involved don't know the people involved with it, but the company was charging $75 a pop for this book.
Jesus Christ.
Multiple YouTube influencers bought a ton of them and are flipping it for real money. And I flip books because I got to make health insurance. So I understand the flipping mentality. I get it. But a reprint that people are paying $3 for just seems insane to me.
It's dumb.
And I just have a feeling this is going to end badly for people. No, it is not too small, Rick Ray. No, it is not too small.
No, I know now. I'm given context. Now I know what you're talking about and all that stuff. And no, this is not too small. This is not too small at all. I have it on extremely good authority that the company that is backed by Disney dollars for lawsuits is actively looking into it. Now, maybe they'll just let it go. Who knows? I'm just saying they're looking into it. It is not too small. This is an unauthorized book that
at a famous convention, right?
At C2E2, yeah.
And it's their IP. They're going to protect that IP. If it's us doing that thing for like a couple friends, who cares? But you're selling it to many people. I would think somebody would take notice.
Well, I actually don't. Since I have flipped books myself before because I need the dough, I actually don't. It's a buyer and seller market. That's fine. CGC grading these things with a blue label like it's an original comic.
Yeah.
That is not a good precedent, and I do not feel like CGC should have done that. I will call out CGC for that. Not going to name any of the other YouTubers. That's their own thing. They can do what they want. CGC is in the wrong, and I have a feeling they're going to get some heat for it, and rightly so.
Speaking of heat, where can people find some great deals and great books?
Well, I'm a little rusty at this, but I believe it's instocktrades.com where you can get your collected editions up to 50% off, and even with during sales up to like 65% off. There's always a 2% loyalty discount added to that. At the end of every month, we give away a $50 gift card to IST, courtesy of IST. There it is right there.
Nice.
They will give you free shipping in the United States for orders of $50 or more. That's a crazy good deal. Fabulous customer service. Oh, I'm way out of practice. Fabulous packaging. That's instocktrades.com.
Oh, there it is, guys. Welcome back, Mouthheart. We missed you.
I didn't have a tune because I haven't played it in 3 weeks.
Sorry, man. It's like riding a bike. It'll come back. It'll come back.
Yeah, Aku has a good point at 823. It definitely, Rick, I know it has registered for Marvel, and you're right, Aku. If this sets a precedent, it's just going to keep going, and it is not going to be good. Yeah. Yeah, this is Marvel's IP, as Gio points out.
They're going to crack down on this to make sure this does not happen again. So,
do we have music playing?
Yes, we do.
Oh, I thought it was Alexa in the background.
No, that's me.
maybe
Alexa, play Punk Rock, Volume 7.
Now all the Alexas across America
That's
are
what I'm
turning on
hoping.
right now. Playing.
So Gio, correct me. Maybe if I might be off on this, but this is kind of like what Nintendo does, where even if fan community stuff gets out there, they shut it down quick to protect the IP, and a lot of people are against it. But the fact is, Nintendo is just trying to protect its IP at the end of the day. And if they let it slide, the next thing that comes out, well, the last guy you let slide with it, why don't you let me slide?
Exactly. And it's a bad move because it's a big retailer, seller, whatever, at a major convention. It's not like somebody doing from a website or whatever, or an eBay seller doing that thing for like fans. This looks like it was a legitimate thing, and I would suspect a lot of people thought it was a legitimate thing, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Razor Ramen, yeah, I know I hate to say it, but no peace and love to the reprinters and CGC.
No, it's a bad move. It's totally a bad move.
Oh, I just think it's bad for the comic industry in general.
It's a bad move, and then you've got again, kind of piggybacking off of what I said last week, you have people in the community that they don't give a damn about this stuff. They care about the clout and the money that it brings them, but they don't care about if the stories are good or if the content is good or what the art means, or even looking behind some of the hard work and stuff like that people put into a monthly book. They get stuff, they flip it, and then they just move on to the next thing. And that's if that's your prerogative, if that's what you want to do, that's on you at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah.
I look down on it, and that's just me. I'm not talking about anybody else in this chat, obviously, but I look down on that kind of mindset. If that's all you're in it for, then I don't know. I just don't like that mindset.
Yeah, and as I say, I can't point fingers at the people flipping because I've sold books for more than I paid for because I need the dosh, and so I don't. I'm not pointing fingers at them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel more angry at CGC.
Right.
But I have no idea what Marvel's thinking. I just know that it's definitely been talked about.
I do know what we're thinking of, and that is that all of you have to hit the like button on this video. All right.
Hit that like button. Smash it.
It's a segue night tonight, kids. Noir Wolf says, speaking of Heat, Heat 2 came out last week. There you go.
Uh-oh, Raphael said it didn't work. Alexa, play Sex Pistols. Alexa, play Sex Pistols at volume 8. Oh, my Alexa just dropped.
Thank you. Hey, you played too close to the fire.
Pistols, though. Alexa, stop.
Thank you, Jess.
I love it.
Mine do listen to me. That's the one woman in my life that listens to me. Oh, did I get you, Roberto? Good. That cracks me up. Do you want me to bring in one of my haul books that has a special feature? I think it's been soaking enough.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep. We'll entertain the chat for a minute.
Sure.
Kenny, by the way, thank you everybody for joining. I forgot to say hi to everybody. Very good points on CGC. Comics are supposed to be read. The CGC stuff ruined it with this condition and keeping the value intact, staying in cardboard and bags. People really need to really question how tampered books can clock CGC 9.9 plus. Open any box from Diamond, and 99% of those books ends up being 9.6 or lower. Someone needs to bring the hammer down on CGC.
Okay, yeah, I don't mind somebody selling their books and stuff like that they have. I mind the overall mindset of I don't even care about this stuff.
Right, but hold on.
Oh,
sorry. I need to.
It's glow in the dark, but it's.
Oh, you madman! Oh, look at that.
That is pretty.
There it is.
Look at that.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah, that is amazing. Have you started reading it yet, or?
I haven't. I just got it in.
Oh, that is so cool! Damn it! Now I kind of want it.
Oh, I think you should. I think you do want it. It's starting to lose its glow property. Oh no, it's not. It's still glowing.
Nope. Wait, we're back.
Oh.
What about the back of the book? Does it have any glow in the dark features?
I don't. No, the back of the book's normal. Funny, but normal.
I think that's the most perfect omnibus to ever omnibus.
I think you're right, Abe.
That's a pretty accurate statement. I like it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
let me turn the lights back up a little.
Can Alexa turn lights on or no? Is it just?
I don't have these ones hooked up to that.
Oh.
I don't know how I can retro. I think if you build a new house with light switches in it that respond, but I'm not technical. I don't know how to do it with light switches to have her turn on light switches. I have her hooked up to turn on lamps and stuff, but not light switches.
Is this Omni Dog After Dark? Not yet.
Not yet.
Nope. Tune in like 4 hours from now.
I did join Omar on his Ask Me Anything, and it was a free-for-all.
Oh,
fun.
That's like uncensored, right? Like really uncensored.
Oh yeah, they get drunk, and he and Melanie get drunk and the audience can ask him anything. And I said he gets me for like the last 15 minutes, and I said, why don't you invite me earlier? And somebody said, Jess, do you really want to be here for all 2 hours of this? I said, that's a good point. I guess the last 15 minutes is probably all I need.
So you were like a call-in extra.
I was, yeah.
A shout out to his community, because if I were to join somebody doing a spicy AMA, I would leak stuff from that AMA. And so far, I don't think nobody has revealed anything, so that's pretty funny.
Jeff Suter says ALEXA played Holidays in the Sun. That's awesome.
Nice.
Actually, the chat was very nice and well behaved. They greeted me warmly, and they asked me questions for the last 15 minutes. And I think he and Melanie just have a blast. It was probably good that I wasn't there because they were drinking a lot. But and I'm just not, how I am with drinking. So,
yeah. Jess, how is Tyler?
Oh, he's doing well. He had a good shared birthday with you, Lionheart. His wife got him. His wife got him this giant dinosaur action figure that he's already posing like Deadpool, facing him down and stuff.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Lou, please continue. You were talking, and I interrupted because of the Simpsons book.
Oh, no. I was simply saying, geez, this was like 4 topics ago. No, just real quick. I was simply saying that I don't mind anybody that resells their stuff. I just wish more people would actually like the stuff that they're collecting. That's all.
Yeah.
Rather than just doing YouTube videos showing what they have, then they don't really read this stuff, and it's pretty obvious they don't. And then on to the next one. That's all.
Okay.
I get it. Yeah.
Did I miss any hellos from the chat? Probably not. If I did, what are you gonna do? For them, it's an investment, not entertainment.
Yeah, and I feel exactly what Lou's feeling, but I also can't put my I don't feel like it's proper for me to judge anybody for that, but I know exactly what Lou's saying, and I totally get it, and I agree for the most part.
The comic was Ultimate Fallout 4, right?
Yeah, reprint, facsimile.
I have the original, so now I kind of want to grade that thing and see what happens.
I think you should, because I think you could pay off the mortgage on your house or buy a new house with it.
Was it Fallout that Miles Morales first appeared in?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Ultimate Fallout 4 is.
Yeah.
That's what
I think you could make a small fortune with that book, Gio. I mean, seriously.
That's why. Okay, yeah. I mean, it did give us the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
I also have, it's not as pricey. I'm looking at it right now on like sold listings. I have a variant for his first comic, which is also going for a few bucks. I think it was a Pichelli variant.
What's it going for?
I'm looking here on eBay, and the sold listings range from like 100 to like 500.
What kind of condition do you ballpark your Ultimate Fallout 4 is? Like VF plus 8.5?
I at the time when that comic came out, I read it online, and then I bought it because I'm like, oh, it's a new Spider-Man. I bet it's going to be worth something when he shows up in a movie or something. So I picked it up from the comic book shop and never read it or anything. Just slipped it in a cardboard and sleeve, and it's somewhere in my closet over there. So,
dude, even at 9.4 or 9.6, we're talking righteous bucks for that original, like
awesome.
Real money.
I'll look into it.
Yeah. You don't strike me as a guy that needs a lot of money. I feel like your wants are few, except for arcade cabinets. But sell that book, and you can get like 10 arcade cabinets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can fill your house with arcade cabinets.
Just arcades. I'll like sell all the furniture, and people could just sit on the arcades for all I care.
It's not a bad idea.
It's a dream. We all have to have a dream, and there's yours.
Add an Inhumans acetate cover to it.
Yeah, make it a 6 staple book.
Oh man,
God, anybody else miss the Ultimate Universe?
I do.
Oh my God,
I'd loved it. I know people hate on it. I'd loved it. I mean, it had some stinkers.
Yeah,
I'll be real with you guys, but for the most part, I love Ultimate Fantastic Four, and I love Ultimate Spider-Man. Those two are my favorites.
Ultimate X-Men. Weird.
I'm just getting into it. I still need to finish Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I gifted a copy of Ultimate Spider-Man 1 Omnibus to I posted it on Facebook and Instagram, and Black Widow by Mark Waid and Chris Samney to the daughter. She's the one I babysat when she was just born. She just turned 16. I can't believe it. They're our closest friends, and she's totally a comic book nerd now.
Awesome.
She came to me and said, "What should I read?" And so for her birthday, I said, "If you like Spider-Man, here's this. If you like Black Widow, here's this." And now I've created a monster.
Nice.
I remember when those first Ultimate Spider-Man, when that first Ultimate Spider-Man cover came out, and it was that weird computer generated image on the cover of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember looking at it going, what the fuck is this? I don't really care for this.
It was a strange era for comics.
It was, man. It was a really strange era. Those covers, looking back on it now,
what year was that about? 2000, 2001?
2001, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that, man. And
my Marvel time.
But I think overall, the Ultimate Universe gave us some really great stuff. I mean, you also had some weird stuff like Ultimate X-Men, which that just went, what? A bunch of times.
Ultimate X-Men had some fun ideas, but it went, like you said, a lot of story arcs were random as hell.
Yeah.
I will say, and I agree with Aku, Ultimate Magneto was no freaking joke. That dude was savage all the way through. Especially in freaking Ultimatum. Hate the story all you want, but what he pulled off in that storyline was pretty badass. I don't want to spoil it just in case, but yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those Ultimate characters gave you pretty badass moments. I mean, just think about Ultimates 1 and 2, written by Mark Millar, and how many awesome moments. You had Captain America fighting the Hulk and going toe to toe with him and standing his ground and beating the Hulk really decisively. It was really cool.
That was the first thing I read with the Ultimate Universe was Ultimates, and I loved that book.
So much fun.
Yeah, I need to reread it. I don't remember enough from it. After rereading New X-Men, Astonishing X-Men, and Uncanny X-Force for the 10th time, I need to read Ultimates again.
Yeah. Ultimates 3, even though it's terrible, it has some really great art from Joe Mad.
How do you feel what they did with Carnage in Ultimate Spider-Man? Because I remember when that came out, everybody was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
I knew it was an alternate take, so I didn't let that dictate how I felt about the characters. This is another universe, so it happens that way. I didn't try to compare them to the originals, because that's not the point. It's to suspend your disbelief from the 616 stuff. Right. I dug it. I loved the idea. I thought it was fun, and it all came together with the Ultimate Clone Saga, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed what they did with that. I enjoyed what they did a lot with Ultimate Venom, how they tied in the story with their parents and Brock being a scientist as well, and how that just goes wrong. And now, ultimately, they were trying to find the cure for cancer, but it backfires on them, and they end up creating Venom in the end.
You just reminded me that I still don't own the action figure for Ultimate Venom. That is my most desired action figure for the Spider-Man line.
How old is it?
A couple of years. I'm going to say 2003, 2004. It's not expensive. It's not expensive at all. It's like $40 or $50. But I really like that Venom. Yeah.
Call me Popgun. Oh, okay.
Who remembers the Ultimate Spider-Man video game? It was great. You could play as Venom. That was a great title.
Yep. Never played it.
It was so good.
Call Me Popgun's asking what Ultimates was about.
It's the Ultimate Universe's version of the Avengers. Just a little bit edgier and darker.
Yeah, it's darker, yeah.
If you enjoyed the first Avengers movie, the Joss Whedon one, you'll probably dig the Ultimates because it has a bit of a similar flair to it. And a lot of the antagonists and a lot of stuff Whedon lifted from that. I will say, though, some of the dialogue a bit dated in the Ultimates. Just a bit, but it's good.
Yeah, someone was... I put some books up in the Omnibus group over the weekend, so I was just scrolling through it today. And I'm trying to think what book. He said that Proposition Player by Bill Willingham had some really misogynistic moments, which I don't remember. I remember loving Prop Player, and he was saying I should go back and answer him, but I'll have to look through Prop Player again. He was saying, does he treat women like that in Fables? Which I don't
know.
No.
Not at all. I feel like there's lots of nothing but strong female protagonists in Fables.
Not at all. I mean,
Yeah,
Rose
that's what I
Red,
thought.
Cinderella, all the female characters in Fables are portrayed very strongly.
They pretty much run the whole Fabletown.
Yeah.
When Cinderella's not off spying, which is really cool.
And for those of you out there that have never read Fables, the first, what'd you say, just 70 plus issues are brilliant. And then you can literally stop there. It feels like an ending to the story because it ends up finishing up with the main antagonist, but it keeps going from there. It drops off. I know a lot of people didn't care for the next few arcs. I personally think it picks back up once you start getting into the Toyland stuff, and it's a lot of fun. And you start getting into Big B Wolf's cubs and them growing up and everything. It picks up, and it's worth sticking through a few arcs that are just so-so.
I've heard people say that, and I'll only lightly disagree with it, but the great crossover event was really weak. And that might be right what you're talking about, right in there in that dip where it crosses over with like Jack of Fables and other books. There was a short, I can't remember what the book was now. There was a short comic book series that it crossed over with, and it was pretty weak, and I didn't dig it. But then after that, I enjoyed it all the way through. I was talking to Nate Burkholtz about it, how he does a deep dive into everything and gets looks at the political undertones of every book and everything. And I'm much more of a surface reader. I don't pick up on any nuances of, well, misogyny I'm pretty clear on, but somebody's conservative or liberal political beliefs, if they bleed into the comic, I am clueless about that. I never see that kind of... The literals. That's right, Derek Tyler. The literals, exactly.
Yeah, I think what ended up happening with that crossover event is that it just got way too big, and you needed to read a whole bunch of stuff to understand the full context of it. And I was not going to read 10 volumes of Jack of Fables after reading 20-something volumes of regular Fables. I just wasn't going to do it.
Yeah.
And I had always heard mixed things about Jack of Fables. It was like, it's okay. It's not as good, but it's pretty cool because they give Jack from Jack and the Beanstalk more context and flesh him out as a character and kind of redeem him. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that.
He's also little Jack Horner who sat in the corner, Jack Frost, Jack Mayhofer. No, I don't know who else he is.
You just remind me of Little Boy Blue, the one with the trumpet.
Oh, yeah,
He's so good.
Yeah.
He's so good in that series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Next Imaginaut chiming in. We'll wait till you get to your fourth paragraph next.
Yes.
Warren Weaver, you deserve to read Fables. Get through. So the first arc is good. It's just a kind of whodunit mystery. But it's the second arc, Farmland? I forgot what the second arc is called.
I think it's Farmland, yeah.
That's great.
Better yet, if you want an interactive experience, play the video game. And if you really like what you see in that game, the comic is just as great.
Is that the Big B Wolf game?
Yeah, Wolf Among Us.
Yeah, I need to play that. That's like the the Walking Dead one that I played on my iPad that was so fun. I like those kind of video games. Animal Farm, Diabetic Superman says. Yeah.
Hey, here's a question. So do you think I'm looking at it more through nostalgic eyes, or is the stuff that's coming out now not up to the same snuff as the stuff that Vertigo was putting out during that time? Or I might just be biased and looking.
You mean the Black Label stuff?
Well, in general, because when you think about the Vertigo line and what Image was putting out at the time, it was next level stuff. We were getting Fables, we were getting Scalped, we were getting Transmit. We were getting out, I don't know, Why the Last Man was wrapping up around that time as well. Is the stuff that we're getting now kind of up to the same snuff as the stuff from back then? Or I don't know, maybe it was just the time period that I was in.
That's a good question.
I think we have more publishers, so it's evenly spread out. The good stuff. I mean, like you have your aftershock.
Yeah.
AWA Upshot.
Yeah, Ahoy, Boom. You got what's the other one? That
EW, Dark Horse.
Dark Horse. All these other companies, they're putting out some really cool stuff that, to me, is in the style somewhat of what Vertigo was doing.
Okay.
Not saying they're better or anything, but
and maybe I personally liked a lot of Black Label stuff. Wonder Woman, Dead Earth, Hellblazer, Rise and Fall, Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, Question, Deaths of Vic Sage. And that's just DC. I feel like Wind by James Tiny Onion. That's amazing. Barbaric is amazing. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like, yeah, I know what you're saying though.
Yeah, and it's not me looking down on the stuff that's out right now. It's just me thinking out loud of, and the last thing that I really think hit and moved the needle for me was Hickman's Hoxpox, of X, and all that stuff.
You like Something Is Killing the Children, though, right?
I did. Something Is Killing the Children is fantastic.
Something
Is Killing the Children is up there as like, okay, I could have seen that blowing up huge and being something amazing during that time period, even though it is amazing right now. I always recommend somebody read that book. I haven't read the spin-off series. I've heard it's good. But
House of Slaughter? Yeah, I haven't read that yet either.
But it just, I don't know. We have so much now, and so much of it is great. Some of the amazing titles are being put out right now. I don't know. I'm like, where's the Scout? Where's the Fables? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the Why the Last Man? That's the stuff where I'm just like, man. And I'm not even going as far back to the 90s because I'm trying to avoid it. I'm talking about the mid-2000s when you had Hickman was coming out. Aaron was just blowing up, you know?
Well, with Scalp, yeah.
I'm going to highlight Kenny here for a minute before he gets mad at us because he's been posting this nonstop. Sorry. He has been rereading the Batwoman Omnibus I got in the mail last week, and it's amazing, better than the CW Batwoman show. So sad the run got cut short during the New 52. Hope Batwoman gets a new ongoing. And then he finished off by saying, also been rereading the hardcover Superman 78. Love it. So happy to revisit the Donnerverse of Superman, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Thank you, Kenny.
I think I might have hauled that Superman book. I did, yeah.
Nice.
I'm looking at the figures on the Ultimate Spider-Man figures on eBay, and I cannot show it because it's a spoiler. But the Ultimate Carnage figure, it is one of the weirdest things that Marvel, I think it's Marvel or Diamond Select. That's one of the weirdest superhero toys I've ever seen.
Huh.
I can't show it because it's a spoiler for what happens in the book if you guys haven't read it. But it's a strange figure.
Lou, James brings up a good point. Have you read Once and Future?
I have not, no.
Oh, I think you really dig that.
Okay.
I agree.
One of my books of the year. And, of course, Saga. Saga has that sort of Vertigo feel to it, to me.
Okay.
But I think that Once and Future is amazing.
You know what I you weren't on the show the last time I spoke about this, but I thought this is a Jess Bragg book all the way. Is Superman and Batman by Mark Waid right now, the ongoing?
Oh.
It's fantastic, Jess. You need to read it.
It's my dream book. Superman and Batman by Mark Waid.
It's so great, man. And the art is gorgeous.
Who draws it?
That's not Shaner, is it, Gio? I always forget.
I think it's Dan Mora.
Oh, he's who draws Once and Future.
I think it's Dan Mora. Hold on.
Everybody's saying Dan Mora.
Yeah.
And by everybody, I mean Rick Ray and Aku.
Yeah.
Yes, you this when it comes out.
Oh, okay. So it's called World's Finest. How many issues is it out?
I think it's 4 or 5 right now.
Oh, okay. So it'll be collected in the future.
Yeah.
But I guess I could read it on the DC app that I pay for every month and never do anything with. Or Hoopla. That's what I should do. Read it on Hoopla.
There you go. Larry had I wanted to highlight it because it's pretty awesome. Had a letter printed in Ultimate X-Men number 60. I'm hoping the Omni will have the letters page. I doubt it though. Now I kind of want to check that out. I'm gonna look for it online to see your letter.
Yeah, pics or it didn't happen.
Yeah. Ultimate X-Men had a spicy Jean Grey. Yes.
She would do anyone. Whoa! I need to read that.
I wasn't going to read the whole thing, but yes.
I did.
Was Grant Morrison writing it? Because that's what he did to Emma Frost.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
She showed up in Scott's room in the middle of the night, and Scott's like, "Jean? No, that's not Jean."
Did she show up in his mind, or did she actually physically show up in the room?
I
feel like they had an affair in their heads.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Which I think is, great. I'd like to have somebody come in and have an affair in my head with me, but
and clipped. Somebody's gonna clip that. I love it.
And then I get pregnancy cereal.
I wanted to address this real quick. Yes, I've read a couple stuff. Dead Demon's Destruction and Goodnight Pum Pum from Inio Asano. Good stuff. Super depressing, but really great stories.
Telepathic, I think you mean, NFL dude, but I think you're right. Telekinesis is moving things.
Telepathy,
Unless she moved some toys or something around the room to, I don't know. Sorry, my mind just went there.
Is it still cheating if it's telepathic?
If the intention is there, then yes.
It's going to have to happen to me for me to make a judgment.
Baby, is it cheating if it's telepathic? She said yes, so that's out.
She said what? Yes?
Yes, so that's out.
Yeah. Well, then I've been cheating a lot in my head. Pretty much for 32 years.
That's wonderful.
She just said shame on you.
Dark Room was the funnest read of the year so far for me.
Oh, I have that. I have that book on my wish list. Yeah, I want to read that. It sounds wild, Larry. I really want to read that. Yeah, if you could pull it up and read the description, or I can pull it up. The description's wild, man.
Oh, wait a minute. James, just with you talking about clips, don't worry. I sent you a lot of old clips a while back. Yeah, I have a whole library of clips at my disposal.
Play them whenever you think it is appropriate.
I have to, because some things are said in those clips, so I need to go through them again.
You need to ambush me. Oh, next Imagina. That's your best question ever at 8:55.
Would you risk having a psychic affair with Anya Taylor-Joy, or would you be afraid that Elizabeth Olsen would find out?
I would risk it. Yeah.
Listen, there is a movie coming out with Anya Taylor-Joy, Margot Robbie, and Taylor Swift in it. And I said, of the announcement, and I said, somehow I feel like you've willed this into existence.
That was a funny text.
I really think you willed that into existence somehow.
And then you sent me something about who was it that was taking their top off in True Detective, and you said I had a hand in it?
It was a joke. It was on HBO Max that it would be like that scene would be streamed 24 hours or something like that. Because HBO was having their conference call that day and trying to figure out what's the best thing they could do to bring up numbers.
Oh, and I hadn't watched True Detective. It's the first True Detective, right?
Yes, it's in the first like 3 or 4 episodes of True Detective.
James has it. Alexandria Daddario.
She was in the Percy Jackson movies.
Was she really?
I started watching that with Patty, but it was too dark for her, so I need to pick it back up again because I thought it was great.
Oh, True Detective?
Yeah.
Oh, you would love it all the way through.
Yeah. Skip season 2. You don't really need to see it, or just watch a YouTube video and go right into season 3.
That's what I heard. Season 2 is skippable.
Yeah, skip season 2. It's not that great. Although you do get season 2 is not that good. Skip season 2 and go right into season 3 because season 1 and season 3 tie into each other.
Somebody's saying something about Charlize Theron. Is she in that? True Detective? Or is that just who we want to play Emma Frost in the movie? Which would be boss.
That'd be great. But she's in Multiverse now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of people chiming in on how great True Detective
Wait a minute.
is.
Next Imagine, I'm looking for your comment.
Oh, yeah, it's back a ways.
Yeah, that's what I haven't highlighted anything because I'm looking for that.
White Lotus. Daria was very talented. I didn't know she was in White Lotus. I loved White Lotus.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't seen it. I still need to finish Triple R. I suck.
I've seen it twice already.
Oh, have you?
Wow, twice.
The tweet you sent us today was great. What women think men want and what men really want.
Oh, Gio, you haven't seen Triple R yet, right, Gio?
No.
Oh, man.
Sorry. Here's the comment from Next Imaginaut. It is a real shame that Marvel predictably got too greedy with the Ultimate line to the point of overexpanding too quickly, diluting the line's creative staple, empowering... Oh my gosh. Here it is. Editorial too much, and finally allowing the continuity to get too convoluted and lost in shoddy eventism.
Nice
if they
wording.
kept it to a handful of curated titles, I think it might actually still be alive and well, like Vertigo managed for decades. That is very true. But the problem was that the Ultimate Universe took over the sales of the regular Marvel Universe at the time.
Yeah.
They were doing really well.
Yeah.
And the movie started coming out as well, so they sort of shifted back to the 616, paying more attention to it. And all the A-listers that were working on the Ultimate Universe, they called them back for the regular one. And the Ultimate Universe just was left stranded. And one of the other faults to it is that unlike the 616, the Ultimate Universe, if you died in that universe, you stayed dead.
That's it. It's done.
And so it was to me at least, it was really creative to see how they came up with new ideas and new teams with existing surviving superheroes. But eventually the well ran dry as well.
Yeah. No, that was the whole point of the Ultimate Universe, is the consequences lasted in the Ultimate Universe. That was like their big thing of, if a character's dead in the Ultimate Universe, they are dead. We're not trying to resurrect them and stuff like that. And there were some pretty big deaths. I mean, eventually I think they ended up killing Wolverine in that universe too, and he was dead for a while. But man, the Ultimate Universe, it got to a point for me.
Sorry.
The Ultimate Universe, it got to the point for me where we would say, well, what Spider-Man should I read? I said, don't even bother with the mainstream Spider-Man stuff. The Ultimate Universe is where you want to read it. The Bendis stuff is so good at that point. And he was writing, he wrote the character for what, 10, 15 years at that point?
That's why I gave that
112 issues or something like that.
Wow. That's why I gave it to my friend's daughter. And then I went full nerd and I said, yeah, in the future, there's going to be an incursion in the Marvel Universe, the MCU, and the Ultimate Universe is going to have a crash with Earth 616, and it's going to be up to the Avengers and Fantastic Four to fix it. And then there's going to be Secret Wars. And she's like, whoa. And everybody else was just standing around looking at us like, what are you talking about?
111. Thank you, NFL. Geo, they also swore for years, that is also true, that the Ultimate Universe would never cross over with the 616 until it did. Yeah, with Spider-Man and the Ultimate power-hungry thing with Galactus, whatever.
Still Ultimate Galactus?
Because Yeah, Galactus from 616 popped up in the Ultimate Universe and started eating everything up.
Still lasted a long time. It's still, they kept to it for a long time. We're not crossing over. We're doing our own events. We're doing our own stuff. It's staying in our own universe. It lasted a while.
If you guys are interested, I highly recommend the first arc of Ultimate Fantastic Four because it has. I had never seen a horror story with the Fantastic Four, and that one where they are going to the negative zone, and they find a stranded ship there, and you meet Ultimate Annihilus. It plays like an alien horror movie. I loved it.
Ooh.
It's not as great as regular Annihilus, but still a lot of fun.
I need to finish Ultimate Spider-Man. And Death of Spider-Man. Oops. Spoiler alert.
We're still good.
Omnibus is titled Death of Spider-Man.
Speaking of Spider-Man, no relation. What did we all haul today?
I hauled a lot over the past couple of weeks, showing I have zero self-control when I said I wouldn't be hauling anything.
You go
because I got to pack all this stuff up. But I'm also selling a lot, so...
Get ready, kids.
You go first.
Popcorns and sodas.
2016 Jess is back, baby.
No. This is 3 weeks worth of haul, not 1 week worth of haul like 2016 just did. I got X Lives of Wolverine, Death of Wolverine. Because I like oversized hardcovers dealing with X-Men. I got Treehouse of Horror.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy. This will make Kenny Crayley happy. Superman 78. And I also want to get Batman 89 when it comes out. Continuing Reign of X. What is this? Volume 55? Oh, volume 12. I'm still reading this, or I haven't started reading it, but once I get a few more volumes, I'll read it.
God bless you.
Justice League Dark, The Great Wickedness.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Is that Detective Chimp?
Hell yes, it is.
Damn right he is.
Shit. Is Detective Chimp in this book?
Yeah.
I need to read this.
Yeah.
He's
it's awesome. Detective Chimp is a major character in this.
Aside from Zatanna, you got to read it for the Chimp.
Yeah. Detective Chimp is a superhero that's a monkey and he solves crimes.
And in this one, he has a sword. So
yeah, it's by Ram V.
That's awesome.
Ram V. I got this not because of her, but I'm hoping that he manages to rein her in the Black Widow Complete Collection. Fortunately, I see his name. Well, the art is really amazing. I mean, Scott Hampton does some of it, and his artwork is crazy good. I'm hoping that Rucka reins in Devin Grayson's awful writing. From Stan Sakai's site, I got the next hardcover. I don't know why I didn't pay an extra $10 or whatever it was to get it signed, but this is Homecoming, and I only found it on Stan Sakai's site. So I don't know where else this is available. Maybe people out there do. This is Homecoming, the second one after Bunrabi.
I need more Usagi in my life.
Everybody does. Then I went to eBay and got this for like $7. This is a really good team ups of the Brave and Bold by JMS with lots of good art. It has a Zatanna and Batgirl or something. Wait. What? Okay. Wonder Woman and Zatanna and Batgirl are a team in this. That's why I got it.
That's one of the favorites for a lot of people. I hope I'm saying that right, because I do remember reading that, and that was a solid team up of the three girls.
Good. That's really the reason why I got this.
Yeah, Straczynski. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. Dazzler Masterworks Volume 3.
Hey.
I am a sucker for Dazzler. These are the only Masterworks Oh, and Spider Woman that I collect. Oh, and Ghost Rider too. Okay, blah blah blah. Then, the YouTube. Okay, that's what oh, there's Matt Miranda. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, Matt.
The viewer named Am I Mark Spector or Jake Lockley? He's from Europe somewhere. I can't remember. Maybe can't remember where he's from, but he has a lot of good recommendations for me. So these are two that he suggested for me. This is Wicca.
Whoa.
It's huge, and wait till you see this art.
Cool.
This art is crazy good. Let me move my camera over here.
Is this readily available? Because I know a lot of people are going to be interested.
I got it from Amazon, so yeah, it is readily available. It's a fairy tale.
Whoa.
Man, that art.
Oh yeah. He only has steered me wrong once, and he apologized for it, and I can't remember what the book was. But I mean, look at this.
That reminds me of Batwoman. The writer for Batwoman. He did Sandman Overture.
J.H. Williams?
Yes, that kind of gives me a J.H. Williams vibe.
Okay.
A little bit.
Whoa. So this is a big, oversized book called Wicca, a rewriting of the fairy tale genre in beautiful Baroque illustrations.
Ooh, Baroque.
Right, which is what
we're all going to be broke once
that's
we're done with all the halls.
Here's the craziest book he recommended, but it's by the guy that wrote Peter Pan, Regis Loisel. Well, he's French, so you only pronounce like 3 of the letters in his name. Regis Loisel. Mickey Mouse Zombie Coffee. A pulse-pounding new adventure. Mickey Horsehead and your gang go camping to forget the Great Depression, but shady tycoon Rock Fueler is wrecking their neighborhood back home with the help of an army of zombies transformed from normal citizens with a magic drink. What does Pegleg Pete have to do with this evil scheme? And can Mickey trip it up? Let's look at some of the art. This looks awesome.
That's
that
classic.
Peter Pan book was fantastic. So I don't know if I can shoot. Let's see. There we go.
And the art looks beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't resist a thing called Mickey Mouse Zombie Coffee.
I think Mickey's supposed to be in the public domain within the next few years.
Ooh. Like, wait. Oh, like Winnie the Pooh is?
Yeah, but
I'll bid $1 and see if I win it.
Disney is trying real hard to keep that sucker locked up.
I bet they are. It's their mascot.
I'll offer like $3.50 for Mickey.
That coloring is beautiful though in that book.
Yeah. I got the Jane Foster saga Valkyrie.
Nice.
Contains Mighty Thor 102 through 106, Valkyrie, Jane Foster 1 through 10, material from Mighty Thor at the Gates of Valhalla and War of Realms Omega, written by Jason Aaron and Al Ewing, illustrated by Russell Dowderman and others. I am excited for this, even though I haven't finished Jason Aaron's Thor. I had to have it in. Yes, I need to read that next Imaginaut.
Wow.
Then I caved.
Wow.
I got Batman Volume 6, even though I have the paperbacks. I had to finish the collection.
But now they're going to match your set, so it's great.
Yeah. Right. Half in white, half in black.
Nobody asked for that, but good for them.
But I had to get it.
Yeah.
And finally, Treasury Edition Amazing Fantasy.
Oh, love that cover.
It's cool.
Yeah, this is supposed to be really good. It came highly recommended from the uncanny Javier from Very Fine Plus Comics. So I felt good about it.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I heard this is really good. And so that was my haul. I read a bunch of stuff too, but I'll wait till we get to reads. Whoop.
It's a pretty sick haul.
Thanks, buddy.
Totally radical, bruh. I wanted to highlight our good friend Pow.
Farhan.
Been a minute. Hi,
Hey,
Jess,
man.
Gio, and Luke. Tuesday morning here, and I'm watching this in my office while putting aside my career and future. Peace and love from Malaysia. Cheers.
I want to say something about Farhan. He sent me some DMs last week complimenting me on, recommendations, but he got very philosophical and deeply thoughtful.
Nice.
They were really wonderful DMs, Farhan. They made me feel really good, and they showed a part of his personality that obviously doesn't show up in the chat, but he's quite a deep thinker and a very positive person. And I really dug chatting with him. It was really great.
That is always great to hear.
Yeah.
The Mickey character design used in Steamboat Willie is what is entering public domain.
Oh.
Well, I love Steamboat Willie. That's my favorite version of Mickey. So I'll instead of $3.50, I'll do $20.
I like that this is in the old style of. Here's Donald. I love that this is in the old style, from back then. He drew them like they were drawn in the Depression era, and it's set in the Depression era, and this just looks really amazing.
How much is that, Jess? I might have to get myself
a
copy.
I don't think it's expensive.
I don't think it's expensive at all. It was list price $25. It's by Fantagraphics, and I got it for less than that. I mean, I think it was. I didn't pay $25 for it. If you want to go on Amazon right now and see what it is.
Mickey Mouse Zombie copy, $24.
Oh, okay. I paid full price.
I'm adding this to cart.
It'd make a wonderful baby gift for your wife to give you when she gives birth, like in the hospital. Here's the baby, and here's zombie coffee.
Jess, have you watched any of the new episodes of Harley Quinn?
I have. I watched the first two and loved them. Thank you for asking and reminding me that there are probably two more that I need to see.
Have you gotten the Nightwing yet?
Tom King Omni next year. That's not going to happen.
Tom King, Batman. No, my favorite format is oversized hardcovers, so I'm happy sticking with those.
I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. They just made a big deal of putting out the freaking hardcovers.
It took a long time for that sixth one.
Yeah. Watch him announce it like in 2 months.
Probably.
Lou, I cut you off. What were you saying?
Huh? Oh, I was
You
going
were
to talk
saying-
about what I was going to read.
Go ahead.
I think, or what I read.
Oh, let me just answer below. Excuse me. Let me just answer below Zero's question about my haul real quick. Valkyrie looks like a hardcover, but it's a complete collection. It does look like a oversized hardcover, but it's an oversized, or it's a sized complete collection. It's at the bottom of the stack, so I can't pull it up. But it does look like one from the spine.
It looks really
Okay,
thin.
sorry.
Okay. So yeah, I've been talking about this book for about 2 weeks now. So I ended up wrapping up the last 100 pages of The Only Good Indians today by Stephen Graham Jones. This was everything that it's hyped up, that's been hyped up to me about. This was 100% it. I absolutely adored this book. I devoured it. I could not put this down for the 2 weeks that I had it. About 300 pages. So basic super premise, if you haven't been on for the past 2 weeks, is you've got a gentleman named Lewis, who he is the head of his area, and he lives on a Native American ranch. And him and a few of his buddies, when they were younger, they went out on the sacred land and killed a bunch of elk on that land. And because they did that, now they are being hunted by this spirit of an elk that is slowly picking them one by one apart. This is great. This is going to be something that in the next few years, I could see this being auctioned off to A24, and I could see something being made of it, because this has that kind of almost not B movie sensibility, but that kind of low budget feel you get from a really good horror B24 movie, something along the lines of like The Witch or something like that. And not only that, it really just ties in really well to the folklore in to Indian folklore and stuff like that. One of my favorite things about this, though, was that apparently a lot of people are idiots, because when this book first came out, it's called The Only Good Indians. People lost their shit and started one-star reviewing the book, saying, "Oh my God, how could this person use the word Indian?" When if they even did a quick Google search, they would know he's part of the Blackfoot tribe, the writer of this story.
Yeah,
I can't take it when people slag a book and haven't even read it and just go off on what either the title or, and this goes for comics as well as novels, they go off the title or what supposedly the plot is, and they haven't read it yet.
You haven't read it? Yeah.
I hate that. Oh, I hate that.
Stephen Graham Jones has written about 25 books. The guy is very well known apparently in the horror community. This was the first book that I picked up by him, and he is himself Blackfoot. He is a member of his descendancy is Indian. So I thought that was kind of funny, but I really, really highly recommend something like this. If you guys love what Jordan Peele has done with Nope or Get Out or Us, this is almost in that same vein, and I really think you guys will like it. There's moments of a lot of dark humor in it. It's really interesting because the book is broken down for me in about 3 parts. The first part is kind of a whodunit. The second part is a murder is a slasher. It's 100% a slasher story. And the third part is a basketball story against the slasher, and it works. And it's
Say
really
that again. It's
yes,
what?
It's a basketball story against the slasher, and it works. It works. It's really compelling, and I think it ends absolutely beautifully as a kind of commentary on the cycle of violence and continuing that cycle and ultimately making a choice of moving past it and moving on. It was genuinely heartwarming, the last few pages of this. So really recommend this if anybody out there is looking for some prose work. Real quick, Jess, because you did your haul. I ended up actually picking up his next book because I fell in love with this stuff, and it's called My Heart is a Chainsaw. This is right up your alley, Jess. This is a slasher story as well. I'll read the back cover, but I think I read the back and I'm like, this sounds like a Jess Bragg book. You won't find a more hardcore 80s horror fan than high schooler senior Jade Daniels, and you won't find a place less supportive of girls who wear torn t-shirts and too much eyeliner than Proof Rock, nestled 8,000 feet up the mountain in Idaho, right alongside Indian Lake, home to both Camp Blood, site of a massacre 50 years ago, and as of this summer, Terra Nova, a second home celebrity Camelot, being carved out of the national forest. That's not the only thing that's getting carved up, though. This Jade knows this is the start of a slasher, but what kind? Who's wearing the mask? Jade's got an encyclopedic recall of every horror movie on the shelf, but will that help her survive? Can she get a final girl trained enough to stop all this from happening? Does she even want to? Isn't a slasher exactly what this hometown deserves?
I love that.
This sounds like a great 80s slasher B movie.
Oh my gosh.
Can't wait to dive into this.
That sounds awesome.
This is part 1 of 3, and this came out last year. I don't know when the second part of this book comes out, but I am getting all 3 of these. This is great.
I am intrigued. I am heavily intrigued. You're right.
Nice. I actually picked up some books. If you guys want to watch,
I sure do.
It's a manga, but there is a comic book here, or a graphic novel, or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's a book. Let's do the book first. Finally got this in. The IDW Sonic the Hedgehog series, and I am so happy about it. I got it in today, and I started reading it immediately. So I'm really excited about it. It's pretty cool. I like how pretty and bold and just simple the art is, but it works for a character like Sonic that relies heavily on his color palette is so vivid in all the video games that he's in, and it's just a ton of fun. Here's a cool little image that I like with Shadow and Rouge the Bat.
How many volumes is that so far?
We have 2 oversized hardcovers. The third one comes out next year. And I think the 50th comic issue came out recently. I'm not too sure. But this is by IDW. So if you have the what's the name of it? The Ninja Turtles books. It's the same build. I think it's a little bit tinier or smaller, but it's the same sturdy type book. Features a lot of cool stuff here. Like, look at that. I don't know what's happening here, but it looks pretty freaking badass. And look at my 2 dudes over there fighting. I love Knuckles and Sonic. And it has a bunch of extras, like all the variant covers and all that stuff at the back. You don't really need to know anything about Sonic to enjoy this. Pretty kid-friendly. Simple reading at first, but the art gets progressively better, in my opinion. Like, looking really cool. There we go. I love how dynamic everything is. They really do capture the movement of Sonic in this comic, so I'm really excited to read all that stuff.
Nice.
So there's that, and I recently read this thing last night, Box of Light. It's a manga. Sound the alarms, kids.
Manga nerd.
So this is basically a really fun story. It's kind of an indie story about this convenience store that is in the border between life and death.
Oh,
and
gosh, that sounds cool.
The people working here, it's a very easy read. You're not going to get too confused by anything. And I say that with peace and love, just for anybody. I'm trying to bait people to read this stuff. I'm not being sassy with this. It's very easy to read. Like, check this out.
Well, yeah, I'm the one with the problem following it.
There was a little jab there.
Well, that does look pretty easy to read.
I felt a little jab there, Gio. It's okay.
A quiet convenience store at the crossroads between life and death. Oh my god, I can't read this text.
Do they sell like death-flavored squishies?
No, it's a regular convenience store. The clerks working there, one of them is a human, the other one's this otherworldly being that's not a human but is posing as one. And the people that go in, they have this instinct to buy items at a convenience store, drinks and food, and maybe get some magazines and stuff like that, stuff that they would do in real life, in their normal lives. And if the person survives their ordeal, they just sort of like walk out of the store and return to their normal life. And by that, I mean like somebody will have an accident and they'll be in the border between life and death, and they'll suddenly show up, be it their soul or energy or whatever, and they show up here. There's not a lot to this area. It's all pretty dark. Just this lone building amidst the darkness right there. And it's sort of like the daily slice of life stuff that happens in the convenience store. And you meet different people that have
Can you show us some more panels?
Like the art, the mangaka is not necessarily my favorite art, but I like the indie feel to it. You can see here.
Oh,
this cat.
A lot of panels for me, damn it.
I do like this cat though. He has one eye. He is what is called a darkness creature. It's not necessarily a cat, but it's molded into one with one huge eyeball right there. And you sort of just follow the lives of the crew working at the convenience store and the people that walk in. And if you like that sort of story where like individuals are examining their lives as they go through this journey of, like, it's not going through a tunnel or anything. You see it instead as them in a line waiting to pick up their food at a convenience store. And they sort of reflect on something that happened. And if they live, they go back. Here's the cat again. They go back to regular Earth, stuff like that. So this was
I hate that you're baiting me on this. It sounds awesome.
The first 2 chapters are a little confusing because you don't know what's happening, but by the 3rd chapter, I was on board 100% and really loved it. I love concepts like this. And the fact with actually, I'm a sucker for a good cover art, and this sold me. When I first saw it solicited, I fell in love with the cover. And just the fact that I could see myself, like, you know, God forbid something were to happen, and then all of a sudden there's nothing, and I just see a lone neon building. I immediately want to go there, and potentially.
Okay, what would you get at the convenience store? You're dead, and you might be dead. What would be the 3 things that you would pick up at the convenience store?
Cup noodles.
Good choice.
A magazine, and because they have like a magazine stall.
Oh, all right.
In Japan, selling like all the magazines and manga and stuff like that, and hopefully they have like icy, like cool beverages or something like that, or a milkshake or something like that.
What would be the 3 things you picked up, Lou?
You know what? You can never go wrong with a good convenience store hot dog. The one that's like rotating in there all day. I would have to go with the icy as well. Gio. Probably a blueberry icy. I like the blueberry a lot. And you know what? I like the wings that store. They're not bad. They are not bad.
Huh. I don't think I've ever tried them.
They're okay. They're not bad.
What about you?
I would get Fritos, a cherry icy, and probably a 100-gram bar if they sell it.
Good choice, baby. What would you get? If you were what's the premise again?
Okay, let me read it again because now I can see because of the light reflecting on the book here. A quiet convenience store at the crossroads between life and death. Its faint glow in the darkness draws in transient souls, pulling them closer to the final purchase they'll ever make. Prepare for shadowy creatures, strange employees, and an air of dread in this delightfully creepy supernatural tale.
Oh, I hate that you're baiting me into getting this freaking manga.
Yeah, baby.
So let's go. If you were to go to the afterlife and you walked into a convenience store like a 7-Eleven or something like that, what 3 things would you get? Ice cream, right? Because she can't have it now because she's lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
I said it way nicer than what she said. What about the other 2? Sour Patch Kids.
Oh.
And?
Probably
a Bang energy drink.
Oh. What was the second thing? Ice cream? Oh, Sour Patch Kids. That's a clutch choice.
She chose ice cream because, and I quote, she can't have it right now because she would shit her brains out.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry for you.
Lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
I also got, now you'll have to excuse me because I've never read the book, but I was tempted to get it. I got Bomba from Osamu Tezuka.
Ooh.
I've read Tezuka stuff before, but I don't own a single one of his books until now.
Which is a big booby book?
There is romantic, creepy elements to it, and I know it's not going to be for everybody. Like, look at that horse.
Whoa.
I need to read the description because I'm not familiar with it. I just saw it and I picked it up to read it. Tetsu is a seemingly normal student whose passionate love for his teacher turns violent in the most unexpected of ways when another suitor attempts to stand between them. Haunted by his family's past, Tetsu must learn to navigate his desire and quell his rage if he hopes to find peace and solace in his relationships with others. Tezuka's masterful artwork, blah, 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 blah.
This happened to me in high school.
I got to be careful with what I'm showing here. I don't know if there's any not safe for work stuff, but look at that guy getting massacred right there. Super
That's safe for work, but any sex is not.
that is the most stupidest thing about the internet. I hate that so much.
I gotta know if the horse makes it to the end, man, because you know how I feel about animal deaths.
Yeah, right.
But it's like a spiritual horse thing that manifests from the character's rage or whatever. So It's not like a real horse.
All right, I can live with that.
Razor Ramen. I don't read manga. I have read manga in the past. My issue with it is that it's hard for me to follow reading and following things backwards. I'm too used to the Western style. So I don't hate manga. I just have trouble reading it. So I tend to stay away from it.
Yeah. I don't know why it's called Bomba. Because Bomba is... I'll say it. Bomba is bomb in Spanish. So I don't know if that's what they were going for.
Maybe in Japanese it's big boobs.
Big boobs would be opai. Don't ask me.
I love how you know that.
You just rolled that off the top of your head.
No thing.
I love that.
One of my things in life is to know a little bit about everything. Sorry.
Okay, Gio.
Also,
wait, what is it again? One more time.
Opai.
Opai?
Oppai.
Opai.
Yeah. Don't Google it if you have kids near you. What do they call this? I read about it online and I forgot. What do you call the pages when they're
deckled? Are they deckled?
Is that how you say it? Okay.
Yeah, I think those are deckled edges.
Okay. Ooh. So people were complaining about this because they're like, "What happened to my book?" I'm like, "It's a stylistic choice, my dude."
Oh yeah, deckled edges are cool.
Yeah, they're making it fancy. So I will be picking up more Tezuka stuff. I actually pre-ordered the Princess Knight Omnibus.
Opai.
And I've read in the past Dororo, so now I want to own that in physical form. So
and then I'm going to be getting some more Opai.
And finally, the last book here. I picked up Tokyo Revengers Omnibus 1 and 2.
Somebody else said that.
Thick book right here.
That part out. The Opai.
Opai Omnidog. I'm changing my name right now.
Hey, yeah. So if you guys don't know, this is a gangster teenage drama involving time travel. Main character, former member of a gang. Something happens that he was supposed to die, but he is sent back in time. I think it was like 7 or 8 years, and he has a chance to rewrite his former gang going like super violent and causing a lot of mayhem and death, and of course the death of his former girlfriend. So now he's back in time and he's trying to fix that stuff. So it's kind of one of those stories. Cool. Time travel, and
I like it. I like the time travel element.
Yakuza and cool dudes, pompadours, and gang fights in Tokyo.
You are 3 for 3 tonight, man. All this stuff sounds really cool that you picked up.
Yeah, this has an anime which is really good, and everybody went nuts last year for it. If you guys want to check it out.
Oh my gosh, I'm still subscribed to Crunchyroll. I just realized that I finished Spy Family 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. I do have another recommendation. If you liked Spy Family and you still have Crunchyroll, check out the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting. That's a lot of fun, and it's in that style of Spy Family.
Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting.
It's about a Yakuza gang, clan, whatever, and the boss, he's too busy, so he doesn't have time to take care of his young daughter, so his number one henchman, he's like the demon of the streets or whatever because he's so violent. They're trying to reform him, I guess, so the boss asked him to babysit the kid, and she is the sweetest girl in all of anime. I love that character. She's such a sweetheart. So I do recommend it. It's pretty funny.
Okay, I wrote it down. Since I apparently am stuck monthly paying for Crunchyroll, I might as well start watching it.
So yeah, for those wondering, this is a 2-in-1 for Tokyo Revengers.
Ooh.
Yeah, these all you guys want me to read the description on it, but yeah,
these all sound fantastic. You have me sold on the book with the convenience store. What was the name of that one again? So I can look it up later.
Box of Light.
Box of Light. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
I want Sour Patch Kids right now.
And look at the cat. I like that cat. He's pretty cool. Hey, look at that Sour Patch.
Oh, now you're just baiting me even worse, you bastard! Bastard! Oh my!
I love when books do this. When they're so flimsy that you can hear the pages like that. Anyways, Tokyo Revengers. Pretty cool. You can watch the show if you don't want to read it.
Yeah.
I have a ton of stuff that I read, but I think we should probably get going on previews. Whoops! Everything I've said has just been shit. Has just been put into where after Yakuza Guide to Babysitting. I might as well start watching it again. For those wondering, do you have me sold on the book with a comedian Box of Light? It sounds really good. I want Sour Patch Kids right now. Cat, I like a cat, and now you're just baiting me, you bastard. Hoeing anyways, pretty cool. I have a ton of stuff to read, but I think we should probably get going. Yeah, I'm going to delete all that.
That's like what the nerdy courtroom reading would sound like. Your Honor, the defendant then said this, and you start reading all of that transcript.
The nerdy stenographer.
Yeah. So previews, real quick. This is the stuff from Lunar. A lot of single issues here. That barbaric axe to grind cover looks great.
Ooh, what
number?
Much? Oh, it's a new series. It's a new spin-off.
I think it's a spin-off or a sequel or something. Yeah.
Nice.
Batman. There are a bunch of swimsuit issues coming out.
We want to see those.
Oh my gosh.
There's one.
Yeah, here's the Catwoman. DC versus vampires. You got the.
Oh, that's supposed to be really good.
I want to check that out.
I've heard that a lot of people say that it's really awesome.
Yeah.
That was one that people voted on, right?
No. They voted for the Superboy book, I think.
In the round robin thing.
Yeah.
Where none of us won.
We all lost.
We could have had Captain Carrot and Darkseid together, but no.
I'm getting that Harley Quinn cover. I pre-ordered it.
Which one?
Not that one. Although that's cool. The homage right there. That's cool too. Oh, the homage one for Batgirl and Detective. I'm totally getting that.
Nice. I really want to check this out when it comes out. This is from Vault Comics. I don't know if I'm going to read it. I'm going to look it up if I can read it monthly, but I want this series. Sanity-eating monsters ended humanity. The unlucky few who survived now hide in the cracks of a broken world. And yet somehow beneath the graveyard that used to be San Antonio, Rico met Lupe, the girl of his dreams. But how did she get here, and why is she smiling? No one survives out in the streets. No one smiles where the monsters lurk.
Ooh.
Fun fact. I wanted to name our daughter Lupe. My mom, my wife quickly refused against that. So did my mother. It wasn't happening. It was a quick no from both of them.
There it is.
You could get Miss Meow, but instead, here's Nightwing 95 with that super steamy, spicy.
Look at that dude.
That is the best cover of the year, ladies and gentlemen.
Yow.
Nightwing number 95.
I don't hit from that side of the plate, but I admire that.
We're getting the Robin and Batman hardcover, collecting Robin and Batman 1, 2, 3.
I'm up for that one. It's by Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. Yeah, I want that. Razor Ramen just added Sour Patch Kids to his Instacart order.
Hell yeah. This looks amazing. The Swamp Thing, Volume 2 Conduit by Ram V.
That's good stuff.
Ooh.
Collecting Swamp Thing 5 through 10.
It's
I
good.
don't think I even have Volume 1 yet.
You will enjoy this, Jess. It's good stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
2 Wonder Woman books. You got Wonder Woman Volume 2 through A Glass Darkly. Collecting Wonder Woman 780 to 784, the 2021 annual, and a story from Wonder Woman 80th Anniversary 100-page super spectacular issue number 1 by Becky Cloonan and gang.
Okay. I'll consider that.
And the other Wonder Woman book is Wonder Woman Black and Gold. 6 issues of Black and Gold.
Anthology where she's colored in black and gold.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And give me a second, getting the other stuff here for you guys.
I would pay great money to see a Swamp Thing swimsuit cover, Larry.
That'd be pretty dope. From the other publishers, Image, you got Cyberforce, Complete Cyberforce hardcover volume 1 and in trade paperback. A lot of people are excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of 90s kids are super excited for it. Echo Lands hardcover volume 1.
Getting that.
And Pulp, the Process Edition hardcover.
That's oversized.
Oh,
and it has like the breakdowns of the art and storyboards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Pulp is such a good book too.
Yeah, really is.
Boom Studios, you got Buffy the Vampire Slayer volume 10 trade version and the Realist original graphic novel hardcover Last Day on Earth.
Who's that by? Oh, Boom?
Boom Studios.
Okay.
And it's written by Asaf Hanukkah. Sorry, Asaf. I know you're watching. I'm sorry.
Is it by Lady Meshuggah?
Probably not, but that would be pretty funny if it was. Dark Horse Comics, Beastlands straight paperback, Cloaked, Critical Role, Mighty something 9, Origins, Yasha. I don't know what this is. I know it's related to the role playing stuff, YouTube something. It's a new Critical Role book, guys. Into Radness trade paperback, and it's a manga, but it's a good one.
Nerd alert.
Corpse Delivery Service Omnibus Volume 5. Mob Psycho 100 Volume 9.
Up. We have porn on our chat. Whoa.
Whoa.
Mods, get to work.
Yeah, mods. Come on. We got a bunch of you in here.
Spam.
Let me keep reading the titles.
Don't click
here.
on it, everybody. I know you're tempted.
My Little Pony Generations trade paperback from IDW. Is it banned? Mods, come on. All right.
Where are our mods? NFL Dude tackled it. Nice, NFL Dude.
Thank you. DC, we looked at that. Marvel.
Ivan said it was the Opie talk that lured him.
Oh, yeah. Stupid algorithm. Sorry, guys. Marvel, you have Black Panther Saga of Shuri and T'Challa. Conan King Original Marvel Years, Volume 1, hardcover. Another Conan book. Interesting. And the DM variants. And probably the only character-centric omnibus that everybody should be hyped about. Dr. Doom Book of Doom Omnibus. Regular edition and DM variant.
That is a biggie.
If you are on the fence, it has 2 of the fan-favorite Dr. Doom stories, aside from the original stuff. You got the, what was it, Triumph and Torment?
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah.
And you have the Book of Doom thing from Brubaker. that is super expensive if you try and get it in a hardcover.
I found that in a store back in the 2016 swing through the Western States.
That was a good time.
So
it was.
Do consider getting it. Just for those two stories alone, it's going to be worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four Epic Collection. Wait, these are not the Fantastic Four. What happened? These are X-Men. Well, they screwed up on the image here. Just imagine. Or maybe these are the Fantastic Five. Fantastic Four Epic Collection, new Fantastic Four, new printing.
That's the Omar variant, is what that is.
Yes, that's for him.
The Omar variant month is X-Men on every title.
Marvelverse, Miss Marvel. Marvel Masterworks, Captain America hardcover volume 14, and the DM variant. Dynamite as The Boys, Dear Becky hardcover.
Oh, I haven't read that. I haven't read that at all. I think I better get that.
Hardcover's $30, signed as $75.
Does it come with an actual plate?
It's a Holiday Inn piece of notepad paper.
Like the entire 8-issue miniseries in hardcover for the very first time with a complete cover gallery. Okay.
And N-Man 40 with the most important news of the night is they're bringing back Fruit Brute for Monster Cereal Month. Thank you for telling me that, N-Man 40.
I have never had any of the Monster cereals.
Huh?
Except I have had Count Chocula. Which one do you recommend the most, Jesse?
Well,
Count Chocula.
Yeah, probably. Because Blueberry and Frankenberry taste really fake, but Count Chocula actually tastes like chocolate, especially the after stuff in the milk. You can drink chocolate milk.
Mm-hmm.
Fruit Brute is really good. I wish they'd put out Yummy Mummy again. That was my all-time favorite.
Yummy Mummy
came out one year. I must have eaten 8 boxes of that.
We now have a constant stock of Cinnamon Toast Crunch in the house. Once a box is done, we pick up another one right away.
Damn, pregnancy cereal.
Sorry, I don't have the clip with me. I apologize. I thought about playing it, but I'm looking at the solicit things here from preview, so I was not on my game.
Anytime.
Other stuff. Gonna buy real quick here. Alice Guy, first lady of film. Best we could do. I'm skipping over the manga. Best we could do. Illustrated memoir, new printing. Boris Potato Child hardcover.
Oh.
Breasts are my favorite thing in the world.
A memoir by Jess Bragg.
The Opie Life, yeah. Dewdrop from Omnibros. Dune Book 2, Muad? Dib? I don't know how to say that, sorry. Fantagraphics, Underground, Malag. What's with these names tonight? Town of Fables. There you go. More manga. Judge Dredd Citadel. Trade paperback.
Tasty Melon. I think Baby Teeth Year 2 got pushed back.
Loonicorns.
Actually, let me check.
My Life Beyond Vaccines. 9 Stones from Behemoth Comics. One Beautiful Spring from Fantagraphics. Peach and Plum. Here We Come. Graphic novel in rhyme. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see it for August.
Oh, I got to talk to you guys about this book. Okay, hold on.
Fighter?
Yes, I have to talk about it. It's probably one of the best books you'll read this year. It's amazing. I'll get to it in a second. Rooster Fighter. We got. I was just talking about Osamu Tezuka. Princess Knight is a classic manga. I highly recommend it. All in one huge Omni that you can get. Anyways,
does he choke the chicken in there?
Rick and Morty presents Trade Paperback Volume 4. Save it for later. Promises Parenthood urgency protest. Yeah, sure, whatever. Rooster Fighter, however, is a new manga. It came out back in 2020, and you don't have to care about manga to enjoy something so amazing that is Rooster Fighter. You follow the story of this fighter, this rooster. He is sentient, I guess. He's super smart because he can talk, and in this story, giant kaiju / oni or demon monsters start showing up around the world, specifically Japan. And one of these monsters has like a intricate tattoo on his neck. He ends up killing the rooster's sister. So now he's sworn vengeance against this kaiju monster, and he's going all across Japan looking for him and murdering any kaiju monster that threatens the stability of Japan and its citizens. It is amazing. It is super ridiculous, but in the best possible way. I highly recommend it. You're going to have a fun time with it. Suspend your disbelief, and you'll have a blast with Rooster Fighter.
I'm ordering 2 copies right now. I have to read this.
I'm wrong. Baby Tooth Volume 2 is available on IST right now. And Lionheart, yeah, there is King Conan. We just showed it in Marvel. There were 2 covers.
Cleveland Brown, thank you. I'm going to buy that manga for the cover alone. Rooster looks badass.
Dude, this comes out tomorrow. I am adding this right away. I need to read this. Too sweet.
Check this out. The neighborhood cock of the walk is more than just an ordinary rooster. He's humanity's greatest defender. His opponents may be 10 stories tall, but nothing is bigger than his stout heart and his fearsome, earth-shattering cry, cock a doddle doo.
It's what now?
Cry. I can't read it. It's earth-shattering cry, cock a doddle doo.
It's what a doodle do?
No, you're not gonna get me to click this thing.
Well, I couldn't hear it. It's what a doodle do?
Look, here it is. Look.
No, I need you to. What? I can't read it. It's too small. What?
Can you see it? Okay.
No.
Earth-shattering cry of cock-a-doodle-doo.
Still sounded kind of under your breath.
From Siyu Sakuratani. So I highly recommend. A lot of fun.
I'm ordering this. It sounds like somebody read Chew and said, "Yeah, we could do better."
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, there's Treehouse of Horrors.
Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, Ominous Omnibus. Teasing Master Takagi. No, that's a manga. Sorry. This is a taco. Tiki, A Very Rough Year from Humanoids. Toddler Apocalypse. Tristan Strong punches hole in the sky.
Cool. Ultraman.
Who Was Daring Pioneer of Skies, Amelia Earhart. We Promised Utopia, Volume 1. And a Scrooge book. Walt Disney, Uncle Scrooge, hardcover, Volume 26. Golden Nugget Boat.
Good stuff. There's 26 volumes of that. Wow.
Yeah. And that's it. That's all I got.
Chad Omnidog, you've gone too far there.
Yeah, that was a bit low.
Yeah, that's over the line. I think you should be putting timeout. Timeout, Chad Omnidog. That's over the line.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Chat, you're my buddy and I love your wife, but timeout.
That was a bit low.
Okay.
Yeah, he's blocked. Nice.
5 minutes. It'll be okay. No, Rooster Fighter sounds badass, man. I'm adding that to my list. You've been really on a tear today with stuff.
Yes, he's gotten you for 4 now.
Yeah, he's gotten me for quite a few things tonight.
Even the box of light sounds good to me.
Oh, I've got Box of Light and the Mickey Mouse Zombie Coffee added to my Amazon cart right now.
Nice.
I'm adding the Rooster book as well.
We should try and read that together, Lou. Zombie Coffee. Let me know when you get it in.
I will. It won't be till probably next week when I order it, because that's when I get my first check from this new
Yeah,
game, so.
cool.
So if I were to guess, if we had any discounted books tomorrow at IST,
Books of Doom for sure, and King Conan for sure.
I would, the two Omnis, maybe the Marvel Masterworks,
And the Masterworks, yeah.
and the DC stuff, because they usually put something from them. I don't know, maybe the Batman and Robin hardcover. But I think it'll be more heavy towards Marvel books.
You know, I do ask Emily on Mondays, but I feel like it's 10 minutes before it goes up on Tuesday before Cameron just makes his choices. There's no algorithm or anything to it. It's Cameron saying, okay, it's that book, and that book. And so I can't find out early anymore, because I mean, that's really how he does it. So I would love to say what is discounted, but it's up to him.
There you go. People are gonna pick up Cyberforce, Conan and Doom.
I have both those books, and even I'm tempted to get Book of Doom.
Pick of the week for me, I'm gonna go with Rooster Fighter, because I just
Pick of the week.
Alley.
I'm gonna go with Robin and Batman.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
What are you gonna get?
No, Rooster Fighter. The mangaka, the creator, he either follows me on Twitter or liked a tweet that I made about the manga, which I thought was pretty cool.
That is.
Do you guys know Gon, the dinosaur?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Had a manga. He also showed up in Tekken. I was joking on Twitter who would win in a fight, Gon or the Rooster. And out of the blue, the creator of the series starts liking the post. I'm like, okay, cool.
That's boss.
So I felt guilty because I just said it for the lols. So instead, I followed the guy. I can't understand what he's writing because it's all in kanji, but whatever, cool.
Real Big Cohen, I do not do DCBS orders any longer.
No, you got burned on that.
Yeah. It just takes too long for them to send them to me.
Have you seen the Rooster from the manga? Because I want to show you a picture before we leave.
I do want to answer Kenny's question, but let's see the Rooster.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Not opening. Oh, this is so badass. Hold on. I mean, I don't know why it's not opening. Hold on. It's from a weird website, so I'm trying to get the picture only and not open the website. By the way, if you are offended by chicken mating, this book might not be for you.
Chicken mating? It's got chicken mating, Lou. How can you go wrong?
It has a sex scene with the roosters and with the chicken.
Wow. I knew there was chicken choking.
Yeah. Look at this. It's one of my favorite panels. So there's one of the monsters.
Whoa.
This looks so cool. The art looks great.
Really
does. Why did you try to kill the kids and grandpa? Face me. Let's finish this at once.
Is this an ongoing or is this like a limited series?
No, it's ongoing. It has like 3 volumes already solicited.
Sweet.
Let's see if I can find a cool panel here.
I think you're selling some people besides Lou.
The art looks fantastic on this.
Yeah. See, I couldn't even read that properly. You read it from right to left. I read face me. I read it the wrong way. I don't even know how to read it. I suck.
No, you get used to
it. Yeah, you get used to it. And the issue is once you going back and forth, you have to like adjust real quick. It takes me some time. If I read a whole bunch of manga and then I jump back into Western comics, I'm like, oh wait, okay, I have to change my mindset on that.
Larry's got a great comment about the best part of Family Guy ever. Does Peter Griffin fight him at some point? I love that when it's just randomly in there and he fights that chicken.
That is a crossover we need to see.
Yeah.
That rooster is jacked. Look at the muscles. I love this, dude.
I'm looking for a specific panel where oh, here it is. No, that's not it.
Did they outlaw rooster fighting in Puerto Rico yet? Because it was huge when I was a kid and coming up. Or is that still going on?
Oh, it's still going on, but it is outlawed or whatever. But some dudes still do it because they consider it the manliest thing in the world.
Yeah, that's my father. My father's way of bonding with me was taking me to rooster fights as kids, and I'm like, I don't.
Oh my gosh, that explains so much.
Yeah, it actually kind of does. I'm like, I don't see what's fun about this, but okay.
All I'm seeing here on the Google search is the chicken sex scene, and I can't show that.
Why
not?
On the bright side,
on the bright side, I did win $30. It's gambling.
Oh, on the roosters? On the chicken?
No, I was. Yeah,
you were 8 years old and you wagered?
Yeah, I don't care. $30 that day. And I was happy too. I was like, wow, I had a bonding moment with my father, one of the few I've had, and I won $30. Come on.
It's hard to knock that.
Yeah.
N-Man 40 has a really good question at 10:01.
Hold on. Wait.
Okay, wait. I'd like to see chicken sex.
I mean,
we're all waiting for it.
Oh, so that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is very important. National. I can't talk tonight. National Geographic. Oh, because he wrote National Graphic. That's why. National Geographic shows animals having sex. Geo can too. Sure, if you want to throw me into the bunch, yeah.
Some chicken opie.
Yeah, but he's a manly chicken rooster thing, you know.
Emily's mom is in the chat.
Oh, I wish that'd be dope.
Well, at MN40, can you put up his question because it's actually really good.
Man 40. Hold on. Where is it? This?
Yeah, Just, do you think Cameron would come back on the show again? It's been a long time. I would like to hear his business experiences over the past 2 years. It would be interesting to me. That's actually a good question because they, everything they went through, the pandemic, and then last year, I don't know that we could certainly reach out to him. He was amenable when we first had him on. I think Emily would be another great guest, although I wouldn't show anything just because her whole family would be in the chat. I would not show anything. I may not even show my face if we interview Emily.
I think Emily would probably be easier to get just because Cameron's schedule is probably crazy busy.
He was one of the first guests we ever had.
Yeah.
We could reach out. All he can say is no.
Man, I love this art.
This is funny because obviously this is somebody online translating it. So I don't know if it's going to have the same dialogue in the official book, but it's pretty hardcore.
Are they still doing it, or what is? Oh, whoa!
No, that's the rooster sister.
Motherfucker, you're going down.
Look at that. That's like everybody's spirit animal. It's so dope. But I'm looking for, and I'm sorry to keep going about Rooster Fighter, but I'm looking for a specific panel. I can't find it. Oh, wait. I posted the damn image on my Facebook. Hold on. Forgot about that. Hang on.
James said this episode's going to get so many clips tomorrow.
Yeah, baby.
I know James has been working on a lot of those. He sent. I think he tried to reach out to me. I just haven't looked at those messages yet.
I have here, like stuff like this.
Sony Lesser.
Oh, and so you get free cereal? I want to get pregnant.
Yeah.
That's good. What a good bonus.
We'll talk about that after the stream.
Okay, good.
We'll figure something out.
Figure out for me.
There's a clip here from that same show that I don't know if I can air it.
Well, if you aired it before we did it live and it aired,
yeah.
Go ahead. I can't wait.
Wait a minute. Where is it?
What a weirdo I am.
This is. I'd listened to it back. I'm like, how did we get? We didn't get any slack for saying stuff like
I'm
this.
really intrigued now.
Will pony.
You don't want the vinyl? I'll buy it off of you. You can save some money.
No, don't. That's like sending a child to a pedophile's house.
What?
Don't do it.
What is dark analysis? Jeez, you would have gone with literally anything.
The vinyl to me. I know how to take care of vinyl. You do not want to send your vinyl to Tyler. Peace and love. I'm not saying he's a pedophile, but he actually is. So,
but I mean, he's already on the list.
He handles his vinyl thumbprints and everything, and I compared him to a pedophile. Oh my god! Can we hear that again?
Will pony.
You don't want the vinyl? I'll buy it off of you. You can save some money.
No, don't. That's like sending a child to a pedophile's house.
What?
Don't do it.
What is dark analysis? Jeez, you would have gone with literally anything.
The vinyl to me. I know how to take care of vinyl. You do not want to send your vinyl to Tyler. Peace and love. I'm not saying he's a pedophile, but he actually is. So. That's ridiculous.
I don't know when you'll be able to use that in context, but it'll happen at some point.
Yeah. Well, I'm still going to do an overview of it. Look how thick that dude is. I've been waiting for that one. What book was that?
Justice League Omnibus Volume 2, New 52.
Okay. I've been waiting for that one. I knew as soon as I said that it was going to get. I regretted it.
Do you want to blast from the past? This is 2018. I got another video here. Let's see if you remember this.
Oh my god.
Hey, Mr. J.
There you go. Everybody gets one. We need the Harley accent. You have to call Jess Mr. J.
Oh, Jess is in control. I'm gonna see him vomit real quick.
How is it, Jess?
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's still not that great. I can see how some people like peanut butter on their burgers. It tastes weird, but the jelly's just. I'm not digging the sweet and salty. I know some people like sweet and salty, but it seems like. Do I have to eat this whole thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have to dress in this. You got to eat the whole thing. That was part of the deal.
Right.
I'm afraid of that. One bite wasn't that bad, but I think the whole thing's going to upset my stomach. Oh, well. PB&J burger for comic books for kids.
Yeah, man. Think about the kids.
That was awesome. I forgot about that.
Forgot all about that.
Yeah, there's a bunch here.
That was from Five Guys, that burger, and I put peanut butter and jelly on it.
Oof, way to ruin a good burger.
Oh, I forgot you dressed up as Harley. That was
You
funny.
did dress up as Harley. And then the following year, I dressed up as Supergirl.
Oh, yeah. And I dressed up as Wonder Woman.
I still haven't found it. Oh, here it is. I found it. some of my favorite panels. That's
Oh,
what I like to say to my enemies.
bring it on, shitty bastard.
Shitty
There you go,
bastard.
Jess. See, you read it right this time.
Yeah, I figured it out.
But there was a scene with the rooster fighting a kaiju sea monster, and a turtle helps him out to fight. And I'm looking for it on Google, but it's not working. Oh, these are rough translations from people. You ain't a no. Like look at this. Look at this, guys. Hold on. The final image, I swear.
Okay.
And then we can talk about whatever.
You sold Lou and the chat, and maybe me.
This is a fan translation, obviously. You can see it for the font. But look at that turtle. He shows up on a beach, and the turtle's like a war veteran, and he's super badass and helps him fight against the kaiju monster. So yeah, I do recommend it.
All right, I gotta get going to bed, guys. I gotta be up early.
All right. Where can people find you on the internet when you're not here with us?
You find me at Comics Guide 101 on Twitter and Comics Guide 101 on YouTube, where there's an archive of old stuff.
Yeah.
You can find me, OmniDog's Vault, on YouTube, where I am going to be doing reviews this week of Superman, Son of Kal-El,
Ooh, nice.
Batman the Imposter, a good book by Robert Kirkman. Yes.
Say it ain't so.
Firepower is great.
It really is. And then I'm going to do a video on the 6-volume set of Freak Angels by Warren Ellis, which is incredible. So that's what I'm going to be doing this week. If I continue to feel well, I hope. Peace on earth. Peace and love. Oh, and OmniDogs_Vault on Instagram, where I always forget to post.
Let me remind you guys, before we wrap up, that this show is sponsored, brought to you by the fine folks at InStockTrades.com, your home for all things collected editions. You get your Omnis, trade paperbacks, hardcover, manga, and so much more, up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts tack on an extra 2% to that. And if you order $50 or more in your collected editions order, you get free shipping, fantastic customer service, and wonderful packaging at InStockTrades.com, the official sponsor of Omnibros Live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network.
Imposter's just standard size.
Standard size.
It's Andrea Sorrentino art, and it's amazing.
Ooh. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
It's really great art.
That
Yeah.
looks great.
If it was
Keep your eyes
magazine-
open for Fruit Brute.
I wonder if I can order that Instacart from Target, so I don't actually have to go there.
Fruit Brew?
Yeah, I don't like leaving my house at all, so it'd be better if it was delivered.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's all we got.
Where can we find you, dude?
Oh, my channel? Oh, boy. When I'm not petitioning for an Inhumans Omnibus, you can find me on my channel. That's a Week in Geekdom, talking about anime and manga and Rooster Fighter. And I also have a second channel called Geekdom Gaming, where it's all about video games. Subscribe if you can. Help a brother out.
Peace and
That's it.
love. Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in. We love you all.
We're out. Stay safe. All that fun stuff. We'll be back Wednesday.
Oh, I meant to answer Kenny's question.
Oh, Kenny.
5 Superman Omnis I want are 5 Silver Age Omnis that take us up to like 1974. So 66 to 70, 62 to 74. Those 5 Omnis.
Nice. There you go.
I really want 68 through 74 the most.
There you go, Kenny. I hope that answers your question. And I'm looking for the little sign off. Where is it? All right. Bye, everybody. Take care.
Right on.
Leave the outro song here for a couple seconds.
Peace and love. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Yeah.